Good evening, and thank you for your patience with us tonight. We have a whole bunch of really hardworking folks behind the scenes trying to make sure we still get you a little bit of news tonight through all of our challenges we've had on the tech end. But we do have a few minutes here. We'd like to share some headlines with you from the day. The death of a young Marine from Colorado is now under investigation. The Naval Criminal Investigative Services is looking into the death of 19-year-old Private First Class Christopher Hutchings. He's from Chaffee County. A spokesperson for the U.S. Marine Corps, says he was found dead earlier this month in his barracks at Camp Pendleton in California. The community of Buena Vista has honored Hutchings this week with a procession. Buena Vista police say he had just graduated high school last year. His funeral with full military honors will be next Sunday in Buena Vista. A woman is in the hospital tonight after somebody hit her car and then took off in Denver overnight. Her family's hoping for help finding answers in what happened while police investigate. Denver police say it happened around 3:30 in the morning on I-25 southbound just north of Hamden. Dawson says he was driving with his friend Bridget when a speeding car hit them, disabled Dawson's car, and then drove off. Because of that, they got stuck in the middle of I-25, and then police confirm a semi-truck hit them, demolishing that car. Now, the first driver took off, but police say the semi-driver stayed on scene. Bridget then went to the hospital, and we spoke with Dawson this afternoon. He says Bridget's skull is now fractured. She is hanging in there, though. They want to know who slammed into them in the first place.
We want to figure out who did it because that sucked. Like, we literally could have died because of that. He hit us, just took off right in the middle of I-25, like one of the busiest roads in Colorado, obviously. So, you know, that's not a very cool thing to do. Left us just as sitting ducks, and we're just thankful to be alive, like literally. So we want to figure out who did it. Like, he deserves to get whatever justice comes for him.
Police did not have a description for the car that drove off, but the family describes it as a mid-sized dark red hatchback SUV. The Denver Sheriff's Department says that one of their deputies has now been arrested. Christopher Perez is accused of second-degree assault and domestic violence. He's been placed on investigatory leave with the agency. He's been with that department since 2016. Police have arrested somebody they said drove a stolen truck into one of their patrol cars. This happened Thursday night in Fort Collins. The Larimer County Sheriff's Office says the truck driver was speeding away from deputies. Eventually, the driver crashed into a transformer. It caused about 4,000 homes to lose power. Then the vehicle crashed through a fence into a tree. Deputies used a pit maneuver to finally stop the stolen car, and another deputy used their patrol car to box in that truck driver. But the truck driver slammed into the cruiser and then flipped on its hood. Deputies eventually arrested the driver. The good news is nobody got hurt. A group of Democratic state lawmakers want to give restaurant and retail workers better control of their work schedules. Their bill is now moving through the state legislature, but some businesses say this would cost way too much money for them to keep their business running, and it would take away schedule flexibility. 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon shows us both sides.
Just like I know that a business has to schedule things, I need to schedule things too.
An unpredictable work schedule makes life difficult.
It makes it difficult if you have to schedule any sort of doctor's appointments because you have to wait till essentially week of to get those scheduled because you don't know when you're going to be working.
Abby Vestecca has been working in retail for more than 10 years, and labor that required heavy lifting at a grocery store got them a herniated disc.
I couldn't get the time off that I was asking for.
Often Abby would get their schedule a day and a half in advance, allowing no time to secure a doctor's appointment.
You can get a doctor's note, but you still have your management being upset that you did that, and like.
The Fair Workweek bill would require companies with 250 workers or more to provide schedules 14 days in advance, 12 hours of rest between shifts, and additional pay for late schedule changes, among other things.
Whether it be someone who only can work 2 days a week because they're caring for a family member, and so they want to work as much as possible during those 2 days, and the bill would make it very difficult for us to allow that flexibility because we would have to pay time and a half for that second shift.
Christy Manser, Director of Operations at Ted's Montana Grill, says this bill would take away schedule flexibility for workers.
And we would also have to have more team members because if our team members are no longer able to work double shifts, we would have to, in a very difficult labor market as is, try to employ more people.
According to the Colorado Restaurant Association, if passed, this bill would cost restaurants an average of $70,000 per year per location.
Although those financials are important, it's also important to look at how it impacts all our people.
Again, that was Courtney Yoon reporting. Again, thank you so much for your patience with us tonight. We're working very hard to get all of our tech issues fixed, and we'll see you back here later tonight on 9 News.